Breaking news from General Motors. Phil LeBeau joins us now with more. Hey, Phil.
Hey, Joe, we finally have the guidance for 2025. Remember, they had pulled their guidance on Tuesday. Then they said, well, we'll probably have guidance on Thursday. They were waiting for the Trump administration to release its rules on the tariff modifications. Here's what they're expecting for the full year. Earnings of between $10 and $12.5 billion. That compares with the guidance in January for 2025 earnings of between $13.7 and $15.7 billion. So they essentially have trimmed it between $3.2 and $3.7 billion. Why? It's because they finally have a better handle in terms of how much the tariffs are going to cost the company. They are expecting tariff exposure, basically tariff costs, of between $4 and $5 billion for 2025. So again, General Motors out expecting to earn between $10 and $12.5 billion this year. We'll talk about this, how this process came together, working with the Trump administration, and whether or not they need to move more production back to the U.S. They've already done some of this, guys. That's coming up with Mary Barra in 1 hour, first on CNBC. You don't want to miss what she has to say. And that comes before she will answer questions with analysts, which is a little bit later on this morning. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
Hey, Phil, we saw Jim Farley and, out and about the past day and a half, quite publicly supporting this administration. He had been one of, frankly, the most public critiquers or critics of what was going on as it relates to tariffs. How much of what we're seeing from him now is part of this sort of longer negotiation dance? And is there still an ongoing negotiation?
Yes. Yes to all of that. Look, let's talk about the elephant in the room. All of these CEOs have to work with the Trump administration. If you sit there and you bash them and bash them and bash them and say, I don't want to do that, you're not going to get very far. They have found, both Jim Farley, Mary Barra, as well as John Elkin, who is the chair of Stellantis, they're working together and working with the Trump administration. And you see where Jim Farley's positioning right now. His belief is that why should the domestic automakers bear as much of the brunt as he believes that they're bearing in terms of these tariff costs when foreign automakers should be forced to move their production into the United States. That was a big part of his message yesterday in Kentucky. So, yes, this is all part of it. And we'll talk to Mary Barra about this. They are all in, much different tone in terms of working with the Trump administration.
So I'm just trying to figure out so $4 to $5 billion. Where does that go? Where does that go? I mean, it goes to the tariffs, and I'm not saying that foreign countries pay it or anyone else pays it. Let's say it is American consumers.
They don't pay it. They don't pay it. Joe, let's be honest
let's
here.
Say it,
we know how tariffs work.
I am honest. I'm not saying that. But my point, so the company pays it, but does it end up being a tax that the federal government collects?
Well, you could make that argument that it's a tax the federal government collects. Well, that's what I'm asking. Because the federal government collects it. But then, Joe, the question... So, Joe, the question becomes, who pays that tax? Is it General Motors, and then by extension, it's shareholders?
I'm not even saying it.
Or is it the dealers who they sell cars to, who then pass it on to the consumers?
Yeah,
Somebody
I'm not saying
pays
any of that.
ultimately.
I'm not asking that. That wasn't the question I was asking. I was just asking whether it disappears or whether it does accrue. It's a zero-sum game. Whether it does accrue somewhere, and then you can start hearing President Trump say we're collecting billions of dollars in tariffs, and we're going to replace the entire income tax, which you can't do. There's not enough money. I understand all that, but I mean, it's not going into thin air as a waste. There is actually
it's not going into thin air. It is real money that is being collected. It is real money that is being collected. What you're discussing here is a completely different subject, which is, what should that money go towards? Should it go towards?
I'm saying it hits American consumers probably, and American companies. It hits GM, hits everyone, but the government might end up with it.
Well, yeah.
It's just another way of tax.
There's definitely money being paid
it's like a tax.
when a vehicle is coming across the border.
It's like a tax, and nobody. I don't like taxes.
There's money.
I'm not promoting it. I don't like taxes. I don't think we ought to be taxing the U.S. auto industry or consumers. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying doesn't just go to money heaven.
No, it does not.